So this is really interesting. I normally don't talk about soccer too much, but I have always been a soccer fan, and so I do follow soccer from a distance. And there's been this new revelation about a new league forming, the European Super League, essentially trying to branch away from the Premier League, the top teams from the Premier League in England, from the top teams in La Liga in Spain, and from Serie A, the Italian soccer league. The best teams from all of those leagues were attempting to branch off and play basically their own version of UEFA Champions League, but for the entire year. And the idea behind it was that it would raise more revenue and it would save football. And so the 12 teams that were involved that initially had agreed to this proposed Super League were Manchester City, Liverpool, Manchester United, Arsenal, Chelsea, and Tottenham Hotspur, the teams from the English Premier League. In La Liga, Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Atletico Madrid from La Liga. And then in Serie A, the Italian league, AC Milan, Inter Milan, and Juventus. They thought it would provide financial support. So it just came out yesterday, literally over the last 24 hours, that all of the 6 English Premier League teams have now withdrew their proposed agreement to this league. We saw this morning AC Milan and Inter Milan in the Italian league back out as well. And so now the microscope shifts to the Spanish teams and Juventus. And to me, I understand the idea in theory that, hey, this will bring in more revenue. Because when the UEFA Champions League is bringing in $2.4 billion worth of TV revenue and they're having to play a bunch of nobodies throughout the process, well, let's just take the 12 biggest brands in soccer, group them together, clump them together in one league, and we can raise potentially $4 billion. Here's the problem. The problem is what you're saying is essentially you are devaluing all the other teams. And what you're going to essentially be doing is demoting all of those other teams from the English Premier League, from La Liga, from Serie A. And those leagues would eventually disintegrate. I mean, they would dissolve within a matter of months because the fans now aren't going to want to just tune in to watch those teams play. And so I understand, again, from a revenue standpoint, why they're interested in doing this. But I think that it's a very parochial view. It's selfish. It's greedy. You're coming across as more gluttonous. And I just don't see overall the benefits to doing this. The main captivating aspect of soccer and of sports is competition. And when you're removing the most important element to that, then what do you have left? The NBA can't just branch off and say, okay, let's take the Lakers, let's take the Celtics, the Heat, the Brooklyn Nets, the Golden State Warriors, and just create our own league. It fluctuates. Teams have up and down seasons. Even this year, Leicester City is 3rd in the English Premier Leagues, ahead of some of these teams. West Ham has a better record than some of these teams. Arsenal has a better record than some of these teams. But other years, they've been terrible. This year, Tottenham hasn't been good. So I just don't really I understand what they were trying to accomplish here, but this was just this flamed out faster than the Fyre music festival. So that says anything.